Apologies, folks, a little bit of a connection error here. I think we'll be on a new link, but back here, they're at Lane Tech, still with runners on at first and second base. It'll be Carter Dow at first and Carson Berg at second. I don't think we're going to have a pitching change. However, we will have a pinch hitter for Lane Tech, as Kai Ramirez is going to come to the plate to hit for Lane Tech, the right-handed batter. He's pinch hitting right now for Giannis Katsogradakis, who drew a walk but then grounded out his second time up. Shows bunt for the first pitch. That will be called for a strike. There was a big lead there by Berg over there at second. He had to rush back to second base to make sure he would not get thrown out, as the runners will once again take their leads. 7-6, the lead for Kenwood, as this bunt goes foul, and now it'll be 0-2 the count on Ramirez. Lane Tech with their best opportunity to score since probably the second inning here, with 2 on, no outs. Dow at first base, Berg at second, Ramirez at the plate. The 0-2 fouled back, 3 pitches and 3 strikes on Ramirez, but the third one is a foul ball. Once again, folks, apologies for the stream going out for a second. A little bit of a connection issue here at Kenwood Field, but it should be good to go for the rest of the game, as we'll try the 0-2 once again on Ramirez. Thomas has been excellent through 2, tries to pick off the runner at first. That's going to go off of the second baseman. I think it might have been off the face, but both the runners are going to advance. So Lane Tech now with runners at second and third, no outs, and now Lane looks like they're in a position to take back the lead. A total back and forth game here at Kenwood Field. Kenwood got close to tying it in the fourth, tied it, and took the lead in the fifth. And now Lane Tech looking to take back the lead here in the fifth. This pitch misses high and away, so we'll get it to 2-2 on Ramirez. A walk or a hit would either tie the game up or give Lane Tech bases loaded, no outs. The pitch. This one fouled back. Ramirez doing all he needs to stay alive, and the Lane Tech dugout loves it. A couple of loud dugouts here at Kenwood Field. Got here for the very end of the Brother Rice DePaul game. Honestly, just wanted to see Brother Rice play. They're one of the top teams in the nation right now, and their dugout was loud as this pitch misses outside. Now we have the Lane Tech dugout nice and rowdy, as we'll try the 3-2 count on Kai Ramirez. Runners at second and third from Lane Tech. Big pitch here from Thomas, and Ramirez is going to call time. The 9-hitter Quinones on deck for Lane Tech, and then Perona in the hole. He's reached all 3 times today. This one fouled off, should go foul, and we're going to do the 3-2 again. A long at bat here by Kai Ramirez, as he looks to keep Lane Tech going with no outs here in the 5th inning. The 3-2 pitch from Thomas. That one hit down the third base line. This will score at least 2. Coming in is Berg. Dow comes in. Heading towards second is Ramirez, and it is a stand-up double by the pinch hitter. Lane Tech takes back the lead in inning number 5. They gave it up in the top of the inning, but Kai Ramirez with a clutch double. That one got right between the third baseman Thunderbird and the third base bag. And now Lane Tech leads this one 8-7. 15 runs scored, not even 5 innings into this one. Lots of offense between these two teams, and Edwin Quinones is going to come to the plate with no runs on, no outs, 1 runner on. First pitch was a bunt, almost left the ballpark. Got some air on that one. That shows you just how fast just how fast Thomas has been throwing here. So it'll be 0-1 on Quinones, who has reached both times First time was off a bunt that ended up being a bad throw to first. Got to second and doubled off of that, as this one skied towards left field. Charging in is Edwards. He will get it for the easy out, number 1. So Kenwood finally able to get one of these lane batters out in the bottom of the 5th, and now it'll be top of the lineup. Lane Tech will hope to do some damage with Perona, Katz, and Lagis, who have been pretty excellent today. Perona has been up to bat 3 times, drew a walk twice, and singled once, so just 1 for 1, well, what he's showing up as right now, but has reached all 3 times, and we'll hope to make it 4 straight times here. Kai Ramirez over there at second base, the pinch hitter, as this ball high for a ball, 1-0. We'll see if Katz stays in on defensive duties for Lane Tech in the top of the 6th. Almost looked like a balk there from Thomas, but the umps won't call it. 1-0 the count on Perona, as this one hit into left field. It's going to be fair. Coming in to score is Ramirez. Perona in safely to second, gets past the second baseman. However, Perona will stay at second, and back-to-back doubles from, not back-to-back, but 2 doubles and 3 batters from this Lane Tech offense has them back rolling offensively. They take a 9-7 lead. Perona just continues his incredible stretch of offense. The infield is going to come in, and catcher is going to come in to have a quick word with their pitcher, Thomas. Second pitcher used today by Kenwood. We'll see if a coach heads out there as well. Looks like he will, so a little bit of a mound visit. Perona comes over. No, Perona's going to stay over there at second base. Freeman just having a word with Katz, who's about to hit, and Nick Lagis, who's on deck. Just 1 away here in the top of inning number, bottom of inning number 5. So Lane Tech with a chance to do some more damage. Start this inning with a 1-run deficit, and now have a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Kind of a long mound visit here over on the pitcher's mound. Looks like they're examining one of the players, so possibly an injury. Lane Tech's using this as an opportunity to talk with their offense right now. And we'll see if that wasn't even Thomas who was being looked at. So a little break in the action here, so we'll recap. Lane Tech has now scored 2 runs this inning and have a runner in scoring position. They lead 9-7, 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Lane Tech got out to a 6-1 lead in the 2nd inning. Kenwood clawed back to 6-5 and then took the lead 7-6 in the top of this inning, but the Lane Tech offense has finally comes to this to the top, to the bottom, and now the top of this lineup, and their offense back alive as they take a believe 9-7 lead. Forgot to close one diamond here on my scorecard, as first pitch is a strike to to Katz. Katz had that one big triple. Biggest hit we've seen here today, though one could argue that Ramirez down the third baseline will have a bigger effect on this game, as this pitch in the dirt, now 1-1 the count. Those last 2 hits from Ramirez down the third base line, and then Perona rocket into left field are just very impressive. 2 of the best hit balls we've seen here at Kenwood Field, just placement wise so far this season. Lane Tech looking to get to above 500 on the season. 2-2 their record right now. Kenwood looking to stay undefeated, 3-0. As runner's going to take towards third, it will be a strike, so 1-2 the count on Katz. However, no throw down for Perona, the speedster. So Lane Tech now for runner in third, on third base with just 1 out. It'll be very nice for them to have a 3-run lead for whoever comes out to the mound here in the 6th inning, as this pitch misses high and away, now 2-2. Katz 1 for 3. Other than that triple, has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. So not his best day offensively, but that triple definitely makes up for it. As this one, swing and a miss, strike 3, his 3rd strikeout of the day. And that is going to bring to the plate Nick Lagis. Lagis hoping to keep this inning alive for Lane Tech. They've done what they needed to and taken back this lead, but with the way Kenwood has been scoring the last couple of innings, you definitely want to have a somewhat decent lead here for Lane Tech, as first pitch is a dribbler, almost back to the pitcher's mound, spin move, flips it to first, and it will be 1 pitch, 1 out here quickly. And that's going to end the inning. Carson Berg over there. It was going to be a pinch hitter, it looked like. Perona over there thought he was safe. It won't be. So Perona's run will not score, but it will be a 9-7 Lane Tech lead. A big scoring 5th inning for both teams. But Lane Tech ends up with the lead after scoring 6 in the bottom half of the frame, as we will head to the final 2 innings. Lane Tech is hoping they are just 6 outs away from winning this one. If they can score back-to-back, if they can have 3 innings and no runs given up. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. I believe Josh Katz coming in for Lane Tech. We will see in just a second, because it looks like Carter Dow might come into the infield. So a couple of changes here. We'll get them all in a second for Lane Tech. Josh Katz, the flame-throwing junior we just saw hit for Lane Tech, will come on the mound now to pitch. So Jacob Meza goes 5 innings, giving up 7 runs, still in the position to get the win and go to 2-0 if the Lane Tech defense does its job the rest of the way out. But we shall see. Katz is hoping he can maybe get the save. So nice curve on the pitch there from Katz. Looks like Carter Dow going over to shortstop from center field, which means there will be some changes in the outfield, which we cannot see from the press box here, but we will see on Game Changer here in a second. For this Kenwood offense, it is going to be their 7, 8, and 9 hitters, so not exactly who you want hitting if you're Kenwood, but they've gotten 1 run out of those guys here. So they'll be Stinson leading off, Butler in the 8-hole, and Williams in the 9-hole due up this inning for Kenwood. Katz played on opening day, pitched on opening day, came in the 7th, gave up a couple of hit by pitches and a hit to get runners at first, second, and third, and Lane Tech was up by just 1 in the top of the 7th, but it was remarkable. Ended with a strikeout. Lane was able to get 3 straight outs to end the opening day win, and another close game. They call Josh Katz to the mound. It's going to be Jack Pelican coming to center field. We saw him start a couple of games, hadn't for the last game or 2, but now Pelican will get his chance in the outfield. So we'll take you around the field. Oh, also Jack Shore is going to come in to play first base. So they are going to take Giannis Katsogradakis out at first. So it'll be Katz pitching, Perona catching, Jack Shore, Nick Lagis, and Louis Darashin at first, second, and third. Carter Dow at short, and in the outfield from left to right, Edwin Quinones, Jack Pelican, and Carson Berg for Lane Tech. Leading things off, as we mentioned, will be the catcher Stinson, as first pitch from Katz in there for a strike. Katz, one of the faster pitchers on this team. He's hitting that 87 to 89 range. Not sure if he quite sits in that capacity yet, as this pitch almost hits Stinson, so that's going to hit the outside of Perona's glove for a ball, 1-1 to count. But regardless, Katz has some of that speed you often see in closing pitchers, and that seems to be the capacity we'll mostly see him at, as well as playing shortstop and second base for this Lane Tech team. It's interesting, they're not going to test Nick Lagos out at shortstop, move him from second to short. Instead, they're going to bring Carter Dow in from the outfield to play at short. As a 2-1, a little too high, and now 3-1 the pitch. The count, on Stinson. Stinson 0 for 2 on the day, reached first on, I believe, a fielder's choice, and then grounded out in inning number 4. This pitch fouled off, so it'll be a full count now here on the catcher Stinson. Stinson, just a freshman. When I was asked about this Kenwood team, I said they're just very young. Looks like they have some potential. Next couple of years they'll be really good, but this will be a strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike 3 there from Brandon Stinson, and Josh Katz gets the first batter he faces out here in his second appearance of the year on the mound. Now bring it to the plate, Demarion Butler. It's been interesting to see how Lane Tech has gone with their relieving and closing staff this year, as this pitch in there for a strike. We haven't really been able to see any clear patterns yet, but we're starting to see Katz last couple of innings every few games basically have the starters figured out right now. So Lane Tech slowly but surely figuring out their offense and defense and pitching. As this pitch misses, now 1-1 the count. Marion Butler been pretty impressive over there at shortstop. As this one swinging the miss, strike 2. Butler also can pitch, can sit in the 77 to 79 range, so has some of that high school pitching velocity. Don't know if we'll see him on the mound at all tonight. As this one hit towards first base, Jack Soar gets it, throws overhand to first, but Katz is there for it, so it'll be a 3-1 put out. And now 2 outs quickly for Josh Katz and this Lane Tech defense here. They're now 4 outs away from winning this one, as Phillip Williams is going to come to the plate. Lane Tech will have the chance to add a little bit of run support in the bottom of the 6th, but right now just the offense's job to try to close this one out. 9-7, Lane Tech leads, top of inning number 6. There we see that velocity from Katz. Fastball to the inside part of the zone for a strike. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. This one down low for a ball, now 1-1 the count. On deck, it is going to be the top of the lineup, Thigpen, Thomas, and Thunderbird Jr. So dangerous part of the lineup coming up for Kenwood. So Lane Tech obviously hopes they'll face them next inning instead of this one. 2-1 the count on Williams, swing and a miss, strike 2. When Katz has just gone with that speed, it has been working most of the time. As Williams, who has reached once off of looks like a double there, but it won't matter here. It's a strike 3 called. Nice inning here from Josh Katz. Guessing after that performance, we might see him in the 7th as well. But first, we will have the bottom of the 6th. Lane Tech looking to add some run support for their defense. They lead 9-7 as we enter the final inning and a half of play. So after the Lane Tech offense had gone quiet for a couple of innings, they scored 3 there in the in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we'll see what they can do here with their 4, 5, and 6 hitters, who have last couple of games done pretty well. Darishin has not reached yet today. He's the 4 hitter due up to start off this inning for Lane Tech. However, usually a contact hitter usually can get on. Zach Shashua broke out of a slump, was really good last game, and has reached 1 today with a walk. And then Carson Berg has just been really hot hitting, has hit two singles today came around the score each time to go along with a fly out to left field. Looks like Thomas is going to stay in for another inning of work. This is inning number 4 for him. Kavari Thunderbird just went 2 innings, and now Kenwood has gone pretty reliant on Thomas for innings 3, 4, 5, and 6. Leading things off for Lane Tech, as we mentioned, Darishin had that big game. Was talked about that Mike Clark Sun-Times CPS power rankings. They named Darishin one of the honorable mentions for Player of the Week after his performance on Friday against De La Salle. So he's just been super impressive. Can kind of play a couple of positions, designated hitter, third base, and first base. We have not seen him at first base this year. Lane Tech's had some troubles at first, so we'll see if he at some point comes in. But right now it seems like he's working to try to hold down that third base spot. As we'll get ready here for first pitch. That one will be swung on and missed for a strike to Darishin. Strikeout, ground out to first, and a ground out to third for the junior. This is second pitch called for a ball. So 1-1. Darishin, the only guy called up to varsity midway through the season for a couple of games last year as a sophomore, and then there's 2 sophomores, Katz and Joshua, who were on varsity all year. As this one, another one ripped down the third base line. Darishin turning first, will get to at least second. Freeman will tell him to hold there, and a leadoff double for Louis Darishin. Nice hit there. Lane Tech is just loving that left field line here today. Third double in the last 2 innings hit in that exact area, as they're well on their way now to adding some run support here in the bottom of inning number 6. It's going to bring to the plate Zach Joshua, designated hitter tonight for Lane Tech. We'll see when he catches next. First pitch way inside for a ball. 1-0. A little bit of an arching pitch there from Thomas. Thomas has had, last was his really first rough inning, but the staff here with Kenwood still confident in him, as this pitch called for a strike, the first of the at-bat, and rightfully so. Gave up 3 that last inning, but before then had 2 quick innings, giving up no runs, which is just what you would have asked for as part of this Kenwood pitching staff. The 1-1, a little bit outside, now 2-1. As you mentioned, Joshua was in a slump for a couple of games, but was finally able to break out of it. Now seems a little more comfortable at the plate. This one high, now 3-1 the count. Lane Tech close to having first and second on, no outs. On deck is going to be Carson Berg, one of the hottest hitters on this Lane Tech team right now, as this one fouled back. And we'll have a full count on Zach Joshua. Joshua had a walk-off inside the park home run in conference play last year, so he'll be someone to watch as conference play gets started. The short roller to second base will be thrown out from Thigpen to White, however advances to Renner the third. So 1 away, but an RBI 5-3 put out for 4-3 put out for Zach Joshua, and that will bring to the plate Carson Berg. We'll see. Darishin, I'm sure, waiting for a wild pitch. What have we seen? 3 runners steal home off of wild pitches here today for runs across the 2 teams. As this first pitch in there for a strike. Not super common, but we've seen a lot of that here today. Lane Tech hoping to reach the double-digit mark here for the first time this season. As this pitch misses outside, 1-1 the count. Carter Dow on deck. We'll see who's in the hole. There was a pinch hitter Kai Ramirez, and then Jack Tsor came into the game for Katz. So we'll see who's in the hole if we get to that point for Lane Tech. The 1-1 to Berg, swing and a miss, strike 2. Thomas fires up the fastball and gets Berg swinging. Berg, one of a bunch of these Lane Tech players who plays with the Warriors for travel, probably the main feeder program to this Lane Tech team, as this one check swing, they say he does not go and was a ball anyways, so that will bring us to now 2-2 on the outfielder. With Berg's hitting the past couple of games, and may have locked up an outfield spot for at least a couple more games. We'll see how much longer we find him in the starting lineup, as this ball misses outside, and now a full count on Carson Berg. Kenwood hoping they can get 2 quick outs and get out of this with no more damage done. They're still going to have a deficit to make up in the top of the 7th, but depends just how much on these next couple of pitches. The pitch. This one called strike 3. A nice pitch there from Hannah Thomas. A little bit of an off-speed pitch, and he'll send Berg back to the lineup looking. And now Carter Dow will come to the plate. Darishin had that double to start off the inning, got to third base, but now a chance Lane Tech strands him unless Dow can get on here. First one hit into right field. That is going to drop for at least a single. Gets past Flowers there. Dow is going to turn second. He's going in for third. The play at the base, not in time, and that is a triple for Carter Dow. After struggling to hit to start off this game, a single came around to score his last time up, and now a triple for Carter Dow, an RBI triple, as Lane Tech hits 10 runs for the first time this season. They lead 10-7 over Kenwood here in the bottom of inning number 6. It'll be Jack Tsor hitting at the plate now, who came in to play first base after was not starting, and then there was a pinch hitter, and now he comes in to hit. As 2 balls to start off this at bat. 2 outs, runner at third now for Lane Tech. The Lane lead now up to 3. So Broncos will need at least that to force a bottom of the 7th. This one fouled off. We'll get it to 2-1 on the lefty first baseman. Haven't seen a lot of defensive changes for either teams. Lane Tech a little bit in the last inning with Katz coming in to pitch, but really just one for Kenwood all day long, as this one hit softly to the shortstop Butler. The throw to first is in time, so that will strand the runner at third, but Carter Dow with a triple to right field, and Louis Darishin with a double. Darishin scores off of the triple, and Lane Tech now has a 10-7 lead as we enter the final frame of play. We will see it is going to be Josh Katz coming to the mound for his 2nd inning of work, trying to close this one out. Went 1-2-3 with a strikeout, a ground out, and a strikeout in that 6th inning, and he'll hope to do something similar here in inning number in top of inning number 7 now. It's been a very back and forth game. Kenwood has actually only had the lead once. It was 1-0 Lane, then 1-1, then 6-1, and then Kenwood fought back, took the 7-6 lead, but Lane Tech has now taken it back 10-7, and they're hoping to close it out with 3 outs here. Thanks for joining us. Alex Burstein on the call here. Almost the 2 hour, a little over the 2 hour mark actually, over here at Kerrywood Field. A late night of baseball at Kerrywood Field, and Lane Tech's hoping they're able to end it with a W in the win column. That would get them to over 500 for the first time since opening day. They were 1-0 to start the year, then they fell to 1-2. Beat De La Salle to get back to 500, and they can get to a 600 win percentage 5 games into the season with a win here. as it will be the 1-2-3 hitters due up for Kenwood. First pitch to Thigpen is in there for a strike. Second pitch in there for a strike as well. So Katz has found the strike zone and now using that to his advantage. 0-2 the count. Thigpen yet to reach here today. Will foul this one off to stay alive. Struck out, strikeout, and then a ground out to short in his 3 plate appearances today for the second baseman. Also hasn't had that much action in the field, just not a lot of balls hit to that area, as another foul tip will hit Prona on the ground there for a second. Hopefully he's okay. Still lying on the ground there. Katz is going to come over to pick him up, and looks like Prona will stay in the game. Freeman's going to come over just to make sure all is good, and it will be. So we'll keep on going here. 0-2 still the count on Philip Thigpen, second baseman. Earlier I said both of the first basemen wearing 44. That's not true. We just had a 44 in the starting lineup for each team. Thigpen playing second, not first. As hitter's going to call time, and now we'll get to business. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside of the zone, 1 away. Josh Katz looking excellent here in his appearance tonight. We were not sure if he was going to be a starter or closer, but seems as if he's going to be in the infield and then come in to close mostly this year, and it seems like that is a role that fits him pretty well, as Kamari Thomas, the southpaw pitcher, is going to come in. First pitch called for a strike. You can see Katz just zinging these in here. As the 0-1, that one called down low for a ball. First ball we've seen in a little bit from Katz, and we'll even the count out at 1-1. It's like the wind now blowing in here as this one ripped towards first. Jack Soar's going to get it. Throws it overhand to Katz, who gets the out, and now 2 away quickly. Katz has had 3 of those 3-1 putouts while he's up to, while he's pitching. Had also one in the 6th inning. This is actually the exact way the 6th inning start, a strikeout and a 3-1 putout. So if there's a strikeout here, that would be the exact same sequence in both of Katz's 2 innings. First pitch, this one inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Kevin Thunderbird Jr. up to bat. 2 runs scored for him today. Had a triple his last time up. As first pitch inside, second pitch outside for 2 balls, on the third baseman. Thunderbird Jr. been impressive tonight, just a junior, as this one called for a strike, now 2-1. Katz hoping to finish this one up. Lane Sack with a 10-7 lead in the top of the 7th, the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and he's now 1 strike away from winning this one. Lane Sack bench ready for a winning celebration, but first they need 1 more strike. The delivery. That one fouled back, and we will keep it at 2 strikes. Definitely a lot calmer of a appearance here for Katz than on opening night. The pitch. That one fouled back, and we'll do it again. So Kevin Thunderbird Jr. doing everything he can to stay in this one. We will see if if Katz is able to get over the hump here on the 3rd straight 2-2 delivery. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A little bit of a curve there from Josh Katz, and Lane Sack gets the victory, 10-7. A little bit of scare there. Kenwood took the lead momentarily, 7-6. However, Lane Tech with a couple of late runs as they take this one 10-7. Jacob Meza should get the win to advance to 2-0 on the year. But that's just about going to do our coverage here tonight from Kerrywood Field. Lane Tech advances to 3-2 on the year. Kenwood drops to 1-3. 3-1. Lane Tech will be back in action on Thursday at Maine South. We won't have the call for that one. We'll be back on the call Friday afternoon as Lane Tech takes on Evanston. That's just about going to do it for us. Your final score here from Kerrywood Field: Lane Tech 10, Kenwood 7. My name is Alex Burstein. Good night.